Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. We're here for some more Le Mans Ultimate. Welcome, welcome. An earlier start today, just after 3 PM here in the UK. And it is time to get going for qualifying. Just got to coast on the pit limiter here because there's quite a few cars coming that I would like to let through. So we are back on Le Mans Ultimate after a interesting race yesterday at Spa. Where we were in the LMP2 cars. Now we've moved across to the GT3 cars. This is a GT3 only race, single class. As of course GT3s, not only did we get new cars back on Tuesday, one of which I'm driving right now, the new Aston Martin. We've seen the new Mustang there as well. There's also a new Porsche that we got quite familiar with yesterday, let's just say. But there is also a new GT3 tyre model. So there is. That of which I have not tried yet. So I'm interested to try and get to grips with it. Car very clumsy on the cold tyres at the moment. Starting to just push the car a little bit through the middle sector. As we try and get the tyres up to temperature. They take a little while to get up to temperature around the Bahrain Outer circuit. It is mostly straight, but it's quite a short lap. So it is still more interesting than stuff like Daytona. Especially since every corner here is quite different. They're not similar to each other. You've got a lot of variation within the corners. The car rear end sliding around, trying to put down the power as we head through turn 2. Now, of course, for Bahrain, the normal circuit continues on to the right hand side there, but the outer circuit goes to the left here. That's a really bad rejoin. And then come back out here into sector 3 of the GP circuit, down to the final couple of corners. Sun in your eyes as it is setting. A little bit wide there. Give us a per exit. Yeah, it does take a little while for the tires to come up to temperature just due to how many straights make up the lap. I'm actually gonna bail and put on a new set of tyres. A little more fuel, and I need to increase this by 2. Just because we're about to get into the second half of the session. You can see how the car just does not want to turn at all on the cold tires. Might have to actually drop down and behind the 3 cars behind me. And third one disappeared. Then we'll get in front of this Mustang. So we continue to bring our tires up to temperature. Of the new Porsches off there. As the floodlights start to come on. In a not so seamless manner. Much better exit out of the final corner. You can see that's actually going to give us an improvement. Someone's got a stop-go penalty in qualifying. As in a little deep to the chicane. Surprised they got away with the cut on the second part. But we'll take that. Five and a half tenths up. So we cross the line up to P9 now. Finding another tenth to the first couple of corners. Taking a lot more curb at the first part of the chicane. Still a little wide for the apex. You can't get the tyres on top of the curb there. So 4.5 tenths up, puts us up to P5. Actually getting good times in here, 2 more laps. Before the end of qualifying. Finding nearly another tenth in the first couple of corners. Nearly a tenth and a half up as we head down to the final corner. Just didn't get the braking right. Went in a slight bit too deep. That lost us momentum on the exit. Final lap here. We are the highest placed Aston Martin. Only Aston Martin in the top 8. And a little too deep. It's going to be difficult to improve on this lap if I'd started 10th and a half down. Nearly clawed some time back, but slightly messy at the chicane. Oh, I went in too early. Oh no, game allowed it. But we don't improve anyway, still half a tenth short. Demoted to P6 at the end there. Yeah, we're actually one of only 2 Aston Martins in this field. Quite a few Fords, of course, Ford being the new free car. Got McLaren, a couple of McLarens, free cars as well, a couple of Ferraris as well. Interestingly, unfortunately only 18 people here. Thought there might have been a few more. But 18 people is still good for a GT3 race.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Now let's make sure we have all medium tyres on. I noticed looking back at the VOD yesterday, when I switched to wets and mediums, it did only change the left-hand side, so I think I went between them too quickly and kind of confused the game. So yeah, car setup. Just want to make sure, yeah, we do have the extra fuel. And yeah, P6, third row of the grid. As we are now past sunset. For this 100-minute race, we will need to make a pit stop during it.
Formation lap has started.
Thank you. Brick.
Green flag, green flag.
As we head away. Porsche a little deep on the brakes, but just got the car slowed down. Ford on what was our outside of turn 2 now inside, just cutting the track. Has got the move done, but did have to cut the track to do it, which was a bit naughty. That was a slight cut. But 100-minute race here. Long way to go. Defense from the Porsche in front. Oh, how's that an illegal pass? That's exactly what the Mustang did to me. And that's like this other Mustang to come through annoyingly. Oh, that Mustang has so much grunt. Slightly too deep down the inside. So I could get the car stopped there, but... Oh, I wonder if the Mustang got an illegal pass. Maybe they slightly cut the inside of turn 1. Fry on a bad line. I missed the shift. Didn't get a good exit. Porsche just giving me no room on the outside. Mustang ran wide and is now spun off into the wall. Good run on the fry here. Gets the inside heading towards turn 4. And we take back P7. Fortunately, this fighting has kind of allowed the cars in front to run away a bit. So yeah, look at times top left, lost quite a lot of time last few laps. That qualifying breakpoint, not quite early enough. Now in the race with a full tank of fuel. See on the Delta, we've made up 8/10 this lap just because we weren't fighting side by side with the Ferrari. It wasn't even a personal best middle sector, so there's still more time for us to find there. Still a little bit slower than the cars in front, but getting a good gap to the Ferrari behind. Of course, we did mess T1 up a little bit. There's another 2/10 find. More than 3/10 up. Porsche a little wide in front. Just getting onto the curb on the exit of the final corner there. Unknowingly, they invalidated their last lap, so we don't get to see what time it is. But we are starting to match the times of the cars further in front. Porsche had a little wiggle there. A little deep into the chicane there. We're not even 10 minutes into this race. Now I do see, I think it's 2 Porsches and a Ford Mustang still quite close together in front. You can see them going into T1 now. If they start fighting, they might hold each other up and let us close back in. You really have to be on it on your shifts. There's not a lot of overrun from the ideal shifting point to the red line. And the limiter, I should say. There is a lap car actually in that group in front. The blue Mustang. Potentially holding people up. The Porsche in front must be going through quite a few track limit things. If they keep having invalid laps. Remember, your lap only gets invalidated if you actually gain a track limit point. And we have 4 points to us for the entire race. Yeah, we've definitely closed in on P4 and 5. Still gradually closing in. We were 1 or 2 thousandths quicker than the Porsche last lap. Setting nearly identical times. Yeah, we're definitely closing in on the Mustang. Porsche was a little bit wide, we were too. The Porsches further in front are kind of starting to get away a little bit. rear end's just a little too snappy for my liking. A lot of times I'm trying to get the power down and the rear end just slides away from me. Costing me quite a bit of time there in the chicane. Little slide for the Porsche there. Porsche had a slide just like I did last lap. We're going to draw alongside, going to be mostly in front as we get down towards final turn here. Just cover off a potential cutback there. Defending the inside here. Again, just parking the car on the apex until I've got the car straightened out to get a good exit. Blocking the Porsche from getting a good exit itself. Those are a couple of mistakes through the chicanes, one lap apart from us, have dropped us back a bit from the cars in front. As well as the subsequent battling. That's going to drop the Porsche even further back, missing their braking point into the final corner. You can see on the mini-map how the front two are running away with this race. As I now get too deep on the brakes into T1. A little bit of a track limit cut there, but no, game lets us away with it. 25 laps of energy, or no, just under 25 actually. Porsche, the second of the Porsches in front, had a bad lap down in the 116s. Porsche defending a little bit. Of course, the Mustang has all that grunt, all that straight line speed. Gives it a little advantage in wheel-to-wheel combat. Mustang to the inside of T1. Didn't quite get alongside. You can see we're closing up to this battle. Mustang thought about a move into the final corner. Wasn't quite close enough. I think we actually need to save a bit of fuel, because we want to try and get to the 15-minute mark. That's the halfway point in the race. Not sure if 22 laps is going to do that, because we've got 29 minutes to get there. Well, it might just be. Ooh, McLaren from P2 has DNF'd, unfortunately for them. That's elevated the Porsche that we're chasing down onto the podium. Closing up on the Mustang this lap. Gonna be very difficult to pass the Mustang since it has the straight line speed. Porsche in third, starting to pick up the pace a little bit, setting their personal best. Look how much quicker we were through the Mustang. just in the middle sector. Mustang a little wide through the final corner. But just being held up by the Mustang a little bit there, his... Gonna start backing us into the Porsche behind. A little deep on the brakes. Probably because I'm right up behind the Mustang. In the slipstream. Mustang not getting a great run through the chicane, but you can see the straight line speed of it. Means kind of null and void. We close up, but we still don't have the straight line speed, despite being right in the slipstream. Another personal best for that Porsche. We're halfway through our fuel and energy. About halfway through the stint. We may just need to save a lap of fuel in the second stint. Or I could save it now while behind the Mustang. But do you have that Porsche coming up towards me again? Oh, that left and coast went very poorly. Oh, he successfully defended from the Porsche. Mustang a little bit wide there. Need to try and get back into the slipstream of the Mustang here. Just to try and help me defend from the Porsche. It's a little deep through T1. Ooh, Mistake for the Porsche behind. That's giving us quite a bit of breathing room. End up cutting that corner a little bit because it was coasting a little bit. Good run through the chicane that time. 2/10 up on our Delta. Lost a bit of time through the final corner. There's a new personal best of the race. Closed in nearly half a second on the Mustang in front. We closed in on the Mustang there. Still just going to pull away from us a little bit on the straight. Struggling for traction out of the final corner. Did gain half a second that lap. Look how much the Mustang has pulled away on the start-finish straight alone, even with us having the slipstream. I mean, look at that. We got a better exit out of the chicane, right in the slipstream, and the Mustang is still pulling away from us. Very close to hitting the back of the Mustang there. Both cars behind us set personal best last lap. We've got a little bit of a gap to them, but they're closing in. mean, the rear tyres are apparently in much better shape than the front tyres, but I'm still really struggling for traction. Mistake for one of the Porsches in front. So we have a really good exit here on the Mustang. Still gonna need to defend. Let's look at that, the acceleration it has. Brings it back alongside. And it has managed to get a cut back. I was slightly too deep to defend against that one. Look at that, the acceleration it has. But we hang it around the outside of T1. And we hold on to the, or take now P3. Need a good chicane here. Just open up whatever gap we can to the Mustang. There's definitely the opportunity to do some interesting things in tyre strategy this race. Gonna be tight on fuel. I think I'm going to have to lift and coast. I mean, the race is going to lose a lap in distance when we all come into the pits, simply because we'll spend about one lap in the pits, or sort of a lap time's worth in the pits. I think we're closing in on the Porsche in front a little bit. But I do think we need to save a little bit of fuel just to make sure we can get 8 more laps. Deep into the final corner. Yeah, I think we're just a little too short to make 8 more laps. Well, there's a bit of a gap between everyone. There is only, what, 7 seconds between second and P6. The real question is, if you do change tyres, what tyres do you change? Obviously you would change the front left, but what's the second tyre that you would change? Or do you change all 4? I think you would lose too much time changing all 4 tyres. But changing 2? I think you could absolutely get away with. When I say you can get away with, I mean, you probably won't lose too much time. That, yeah, you know, the time that you do lose, you could make it back up. Would you make it back up, though? I don't know. Is it the right decision? I don't know. I think the Porsche in front is fuel saving. To go an extra lap, I need to fuel save a little bit more. That was a little excessive on the track limit points. Thought would have only been a 0.25. Like that one. Hopefully the leader too will get held up with traffic a little bit. Fourth, fifth and sixth all within a second of each other now as well. But you can see the Ford at the back of that battle has been saving a lot more energy. And we'll be able to push on quite a bit more in the second stint. Yeah, we're going to be coming in around the more 50, somewhere between 51 and 52 minutes to go. So we'll be coming out of the pits with 50 minutes. Yeah, which will be a good 3 minutes longer than the stint we've just done. So we'll need to save a few laps of fuel next stint. Gotta be careful on the track that it cuts. The game was being bit more lenient earlier in the race, but it's sort of seemingly clamped down on it now. Porsche's pitting now. That's an early pit stop. That Porsche is going to have to fuel save so much to get to the end of the race. I'm going to try changing a couple of tyres. The outlap will be a bit difficult. Actually, the first few laps are going to be a little bit difficult. But I feel like it will be the better decision. Just cutting that corner slightly too much. Not giving an option to repair damage, which I don't mind. Didn't really want to repair it anyway. Need a good pit entry here. It's a little too cautious. So we're changing Both left-hand side tyres. We've come in 51 minutes of the race left remaining, so we'll have to fuel save a couple of minutes in the second stint. See, 5 seconds for tyres, for then an additional 39 seconds for the virtual energy. I did stall the car when I came into the pits, so gonna have to refire it here before we leave. Can hear it firing up. Ooh, looks like maybe people behind are changing tyres as well, because it's not like they closed in on us. T1 gonna be very difficult. Car's going to be a little unbalanced in terms of left to right, but the front to rear balance should be the same. Still nearly another 30 degrees to go for the left-hand side tyres to be up to temperature. You see the mid-corner understeer there. The rear just wanting to slide away. On the AstroTurf. The Porsche in front, I can tell you didn't change tyres. But they do need to save quite a bit of energy. And the Ford hasn't changed tyres and has actually jumped us out of the pits. Annoying thing is, they're not going to need to save any energy at all. So they're likely going to have the pace over us. The question is, how will their tyres hold up? Four thousandths quicker than the Mustang in front last lap. Deep on the brakes. It'll be interesting to see how the pace goes throughout this stint. I mean, we're also closing in on the Porsche, currently in P2. I would say, well, it might not look like it, this is a three-way fight for second. All of us on different strategies. Mustang has old tyres, but is pushing flat out. No fuel save. I've got new left-hand side tyres, but I have to do a little bit of fuel saving. And the Porsche is well out in front at the moment, but has to do a lot of fuel saving on old tyres. There's a Mustang stuck in the gravel. The gaps are coming down. So yeah, that gap that started at 9 seconds after we came out of the pits, down to 4.5. Gap to Mustangs under 2 seconds as well. And hopefully the Mustang hits a point where their tires start dropping off a cliff, because that'll help us even more. I'm not doing a lot of fuel saving, I'm just doing enough to save fuel, but not too much that I'm losing time. Can see that Porsche. Yeah, I think that Porsche is giving itself a monumental task of how much fuel saving it has to do. Like it's over a second a lap slower. Someone forgot to check their energy limits. He's ran out of energy and picked up stop-go penalty in P8. I think I'm on the limit of fuel saving. It seems like there might be 31 laps to go. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a bit short on fuel. I need to do a fair amount of fuel saving. That Porsche has 6% less energy than we do. Think of the situation they're in. And they actually dive to pit lane. They're bailing on the strategy. And so it's now just us v Mustang for the final 2 podium places. Mustang doesn't need to save fuel. But we have 2 new tyres. I mean, if I can close up a bit more and get into the slipstream, that will definitely help. Bit wide there for the Mustang. Continuing to gap the cars behind. I'm kind of at the point now where I don't mind fuel saving more than I need to, as long as I'm keeping pace with the Mustang. Because then if I get to the final few laps and I realise, hang on, I don't need to fuel save at all, that'll help in terms of trying to overtake the Mustang. Mustang taking a very early turning point, compromising their exit. And we're in the slipstream. We still need to just save the fuel. Still 30.5 minutes to go in the race. You can tell that Mustang is pushing. Welcome, Iris. You join us with half an hour left in the race. We're currently chasing down P2. Situation is, the Mustang went about 3 laps longer in the first stint of the race, and so they pitted like a lap after the halfway point, whereas we pitted about a lap before the halfway point. And as such, we need to do a little bit of fuel saving to get to the end of the race. The Mustang in front does not. But at our pit stop, we took 2 new tyres on the left side of the car. The Mustang did not. So we have a tyre advantage, but the Mustang has a fuel advantage. In fuel save there. That's need to keep remembering to lift and coast. Go away with no track limit point there. Probably because the exit was so messy over the curb. Just want to make sure we're in the slipstream, as that'll help us stick to the Mustang while we save fuel. Thing is, we don't necessarily want to overtake the Mustang until we've saved enough fuel to go flat out to the end. Because while we're fuel saving, the Mustang with its straight line speed will probably come straight back past us. We're also coming up to lap a Mustang, currently in P7. Oh, that's a poor chicane. That's not ideal. Mustang lets us both through, which is appreciated. Did give the Mustang in front a little bit of slipstream, but we can live with that. Little deep into T4 this lap. Much better chicane than last lap. See it in the top right, 0.33 up on our previous lap. Little deep for the Mustang there. Deep again for the Mustang. Mustang just making quite a few little mistakes. This would be a great opportunity to pass if we wanted it, but we don't really. Mustang might get track limits there. I mean, if we could push the Mustang into getting some track limits, that could help us, as it might mean the Mustang has to be a little more cautious when we actually want to pass them. The Mustang had like an 8% energy advantage when it came out of the pits over us. That's down to like 4 or 5%. That might be another track limit ping for the Mustang. That just shows how much energy that we've saved. Though it doesn't even look like we're safe on energy yet. That wasn't a great chicane from us. Definitely could have been a tenth or two quicker, which would have been nice just for the little bit more slipstream. "15 minutes to go." I mean, if we were pushing flat out, we'd definitely be quicker than the Mustang. Thanks to new tyres. We just don't have the energy. Another Mustang that we're lapping. At what point do we pull the trigger and say now is the time to pass? Mustang slightly cut the corner there. Little deep into final corner. 10 minutes to go. We probably have 9 laps of fuel if we pushed flat out. I think it's start time we go for moves. I'm still going to save fuel when we're not close enough to go for a move. Just to be safe. As a bad chicane. Really struggled for traction there. Getting into the rear bumper of the Mustang a little bit. Thankfully this isn't ACC, so we can carry on pretty much unaffected. Ah, the traction over the chicane. It is definitely go time here. Too deep on the brakes. I need to sort of readjust my braking points when I'm not lifting and coasting. Really struggling for traction out of that chicane now. Five minutes to go in the race. That probably means 5 laps to go. Looking at where the leader is, might only be 4 though. I was still too deep on the brakes. Both of us are struggling for grip in this middle sector. Oh, a little bit of door rubbing through turn 2 and the Mustang got slightly sideways. And that's the move done for P2. Ugh. Was getting a little worried that I wasn't going to be able to do it. Yellow flag as there's a car stopped in the pit entry. Yeah, that Ford down in P5 is definitely going to run out of fuel. Or energy, I should say. Leaders on to the final lap. There we go, the 1 lap to go message. Let's see how close we can get to our personal best here on the final lap. Not very fast chicane. Little deep into the final corner. The car struggling for traction on the exit. As we come across the line, there'll be 1% of energy. But P... two. We'll do some donuts today that we sort of just missed out on yesterday. Oh, that was a good race. Some great strategy in that race between a bit of fuel saving, Yeah, bit of fuel saving, bit of, tire management, or sort of what questions on what you did on the tires. I'm wondering, did that Porsche that was in front of us in pit because their strategy wasn't working, did they just quit? Wow. I mean, what, like half the field quit that race? I mean, more than. I don't know how those two at the bottom got DQ'd. But yeah, very disappointing to see so many people quitting that race. But yeah, that was a fun race indeed. Yeah, strategy was very interesting. So it was. Okay, there's a couple of people saying their game's crashed, which is a shame. That does happen. But yeah, it's just after 5 o'clock. We will switch over to Art of Rally and run the daily event. Might run the weekly event as well, to be honest. Oh. There we go. So, Art of Rally, we did the daily event yesterday. And we got 31st, not too bad, top 10%, though we'd like to have done a little bit better. Let's see what we can do today. Another Group 2 car at Japan for a 10-kilometer tarmac stage in the wonderful sunset once again. Let's see. Ooh, we have a Mini this time. As we set our way through wonderful Japan. Oh, that's a bad start to the stage. Just overestimating the grip of the Mini. Luckily, the game didn't reset us. Mini is quite fun to throw around. Nearly turned into the inside barrier there because I couldn't see it. Only about halfway through the stage. Big jump here. Aw, come on, game. That was rude. Car just twisted left slightly over the jump, and I knew with how fast I was going, I wasn't going to be able to get it over to the right-hand side. So yeah, I didn't want to cut it that much, but that's just the way the car landed. Up to the finish, 4 minute 4.6 definitely could have been better. 39th, top 15%, yeah, definitely could be better, and we'll drop a bit more throughout the day. Just replying to something in Discord, so just give me a moment. Right, back to the weekly event. We'll run this now, because I'm not sure when we'll run it in the week. Of course, last week finished 20th, top 3%. That's a very good weekly result. Let's see what we can do this week. Still at Japan, this time in a Group S car. Let's see what Group S car we have. Seems a little generic, not sure. Starting off with a 6-kilometer stage. Bit of fog around. A Bull Cadet or Vauxhall Astra. Yeah, a car I'm not so familiar with, so it makes sense why I didn't recognize it. Sliding our way up the mountain here. Very technical section coming up. Tight left-hander into a tight right-hander. Probably the most technical section in Art of Rally. crest. A little bit wide there. Was hoping the elevation, the dip would help give the car a little more grip than it did. Little cut there. I got a bit of air from it. Car's really nicely balanced. You get some good rotation from it when you put the power down. Just got the car rotated too early there into the right-hander. Oh, why did you spin into the rock? Couple of mistakes towards the end of the stage, not ideal. Running a little bit wide there. I wonder if there's a bit of damage that's throwing the car off. 25th, top 15%. Definitely could have done better than that. Hopefully we'll improve a little bit as we go to gravel stage now. 6 kilometers. Oh, I just did not see the barrier there until it was too late. I wish they put a high beam or something in front of that so you could clearly see. Don't cut. Car's definitely damaged now. Nearly clipped the high beam on the inside. So apart from the mistake at the start of the stage, that was a good stage. Yeah, I am dropping quite a few frames on my end. Annoyingly. Very annoyingly. Not much I can do about it at this stage. Hopefully it picks back up for the end of the stream, though it is definitely crying a lot. Repairs, gearbox, suspension, and then the usual clean car. Yeah, we've had slightly slower gears, and yeah, car would have been a little less stable as it was put out of alignment. Didn't feel too bad though, got into a good rhythm in that second stage. Hopefully we'll be a bit better here in the third stage, 11.4 kilometers. So a nice long stage now to try and make the time back up that we've lost in our various mistakes so far. Oh, that fencing just stuck out a little too much. Didn't lose too much time though. We could have carried a little bit more speed through that section. Car didn't shift down as many gears as I wanted it to there. Stuck in third when I was hoping to be in second. Final corner there, 330.5. Up to 19th now. I'm going to try and get a few more positions. But we head to a final tarmac stage, this time in the rain, for 8 kilometers. Through the chicane nice and neatly. They're sliding wide at second corner, just misjudging how little grip there is in the rain. Maybe a little overcautious into that left-hander. Wide into this hairpin. Too quick into this left-hander. little bit of a cut there, but came this away with it. Over a bridge that gives no margin for error because you don't want to hit the walls. Also don't want to hit those trees. Final corner, just sliding wide and losing quite a bit of time there at the end. Fall down to 20th at the end. Top 15%. Yeah, that's not a good result. Considering this is the first day of the weekly event, yeah, no, that is not a good result. Yeah, so very messy, quite a few mistakes across all 4 stages there. But yeah. Well, that is going to do it for this stream. But don't forget, we are back in about 1 hour's time. Yeah, in about an hour. With some ACC. We've the 2.4 hours of Zolder coming up, the 5th and penultimate round within the Sunday 2.4 hour series on ACC. And then at the end of that stream, or after that race, we'll be swapping over and doing some short WRC clubs. We've got 8 stages across 3 different clubs, one being the weekly par stage, another being the weekly club from EA. And then, of course, tomorrow we have another race around Bahrain Outer. This time, multi-class will be in hypercars. It'll only be 1 hour, so strategy won't be as interesting. But should still hopefully be a good race, seeing how multi-class works round there. But yeah, that's going to do it for this stream. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you, Iris, for popping in. And thank you to anyone else that was lurking throughout the stream. Hope you all enjoyed. And yes, as I said, I will be back in 1 hour as we go racing on ACC once more. Until then, again, thank you very much for watching. And I'll hopefully see you soon. Bye-bye.